one time I did talk, it turned into a movie.
BrotherT TV, man, how much it's a podcast. Back here with another one.
That shit loud.
What's good, man? It's BrotherT TV, how my things podcast. Alright, man, so I've been going for a long time. I've been trying to put together some work. Shout out to Layla Wells, man. We still on the hunt. We're gonna get the answers. Y'all remember in one of my intros, shout out to the 420 family for that I'm Telling song. Remember that song when he said, Hassan said that I may have ran to the room, but never said who the person was that was in the room? Well, we figured out the person that was in the room. Watch this.
I would take out of pocket and help with notebooks, things like that, stuff they needed for school. I would do that. During that time also, I was catching a little beef within the Zulu Nation because the Zulu Nation wanted dues every month. And my whole thing about that is you have 12, 13, 14-year-old kids. You shouldn't be asking them for money. You should.
Now let's ask the question real quick, man. Why is it a bunch of 12, 13, 14-year-old kids in a supposed to be male society? Grown males, to be exact.
Should be giving the money. And that's where I started having problems with them and started keeping a distance from them. A couple of years later, about 92, I started getting within the inner circle. B.O., which was head of Shockers at that time, was also doing security. He knew I was in the military. He knew my older brother also. When I would come to New York, I would pull security at certain clubs and certain celebrities. And that was pretty much about it. Then I started getting closer and closer within the inner circle.
Was Hassan running security? Is that how he know Jim Jones and probably don't like Jim Jones? Or it could be other reasons. Oh, let's get to the main reason. He about to talk about exactly what happened, what Hassan said happened. Well, it's validated by the man who went through it himself.
Being around Bambaataa, being around Ahmed, being around TC Islam. TC Islam was also a friend of my older brother. At that time, there's always rumors. But I always looked at rumors as being rumors. If I don't know, if I don't see it for myself, it's just a rumor. I can't sit there and say, yeah, this is this person if I'm not seeing it with my own eyes. So comes the instance of the day. TC, I, and a few other individuals within the Zulus, we always club hopping a lot, Palladium, a couple other ground spots downtown. And that night, we were supposed to be headed to Palladium that night. Usually the apartment was always packed. It was always packed with people, everybody hanging out. So a lot of times, if you had movies that you bought from the Chinese guy for $5, you either went in the living room or you went to Band's room. I may have pretty much kept people out of his room. But the problem was, when I went in that night, living room was packed. It was packed with people I ain't know. Plus the people that we was headed out to the clubs with. And I forgot. I don't remember exactly which movie we bought, but it was an old Chinese kung fu flick. So we went to Band's room. And Band was sitting in there. So it was myself, Raheem. And Raheem was an individual that always had problems. And whenever I was around, he was always by my side because I was pretty much always talking. He had somebody to talk to. And a lot of street beef he had, I ended up getting him out of that street beef. So we go into the room. I'm minding my business. We're watching the movie. And I grew up on a Saturday, 3 o'clock.
The first thing that gets me, why is grown men in a room watching DVD movies? That's strike one, bro. So you already probably knew it was going to come. That itself makes no sense to me, that the fact that grown men are in the room watching DVDs. Or boys or people, gather men, period, in a room watching old Chinese bought DVDs.
Specials. Always, it was either Godzilla, King Kong, Chinese flicks. You know, that was the Saturday specials, Sunday specials. So I was more into the movie than what was anything else going around. So just that, I can't even put it, but just something just caught the side of my view where I just, I turned around and I saw what the fuck was going on.
He called two people on the phone. Crazy Mike. He called Crazy Mike on the phone. Was it Powwow or somebody else he called on the phone? He called these brothers, he called a few brothers on the phone. So they goes to Ahmed's house. They get up at Ahmed's house. Bam, I guess, just finished fucking one of them little boys. That little nigga was fucking Bam. The whole house smelled like ass. That's the reason why Ahmed said right there, then and there that day, I just heard this story yesterday. Get the fuck out. He told Bam, get the fuck out of my house.
And it's just straight disgusted me. It was just a grown-ass man messing around with a 16-year-old kid that it's in other countries you get killed for that stuff, but
well, apparently not, because facts are that the Zulu Nation, specifically Africa Bambaataa himself, was going to Brazil and other South American countries because they can get away with the shit. We're not going to play the shits games, brother. See, there's a problem I have with them. They tell the truth, but they wrap the truth in a lie. They give you 20% truth, 80% lie. I think of niggas like me who pick apart that. But just watch. For those who remember my intro, the I'm Telling song, when Hassan said, the mob came running down, but he never mentioned the dude named who it was that supposedly beat up Africa Bambaataa. Well, we're about to find out who it was.
I flipped out. I got up, what the fuck you doing? He got Bambaataa touching Raheem's dick, and Bambaataa's, trying to touch my leg, saying, it's okay, everybody does this. And as soon as that happened, I just started beating the living fucking shit out of him. So everybody heard the ruckus because shit was it was a small room, just a small apartment. So everybody came running in. One of the people that came running in was Ahmed. Ahmed came, as a group. I know it was more than just one person that pulled me off Bambaataa because I was trying to kill the motherfucker.
And there y'all go. For those who've been following me and wondering who that guy was that beat up Africa Bambaataa that day when I met him running down the hallway, and I didn't know Bambaataa touched Raheem Jamin, but that's some more information we found out. But if y'all notice, BrotherT, salute, brother, for beating his ass. Because there's other people out here who defending him. Hence, it's a bee and it's a frog out here defending him. But hey, like I said, I'll let y'all determine this, man. Like, comment, subscribe at the bottom. Live recording for TikTok for the first time. Go check my TikTok page out. 7:14 it's a TV, man. How My Things podcast. Coffee Run is the morning show. Y'all know what I do, man. I like doing this, man. It's fun. But I also like to get to the truth. How y'all feel at the bottom? Y'all know what to do. Put them comments at the bottom. Let me know how y'all feel. Subscribe, and subscribe again. I don't care if you make 85 accounts. You better keep subscribing. But I'm out. 7:14 TV. Thank y'all for watching.
Run that shit, bro. One time I did talk, it turned into a movie.